when to reapply for a visa after you have been denied. This is something I am here to enlighten you of. Oftentimes, people will just want to hear, oh, you can reapply again after 5 months. You can reapply again after 2 months. Whatever time you have chosen to reapply, there are certain things that needs to be done. If not, you will become a regular customer of visa deniers or visa refusers, if that is what you want to call it. But in this part of the world, especially those of you from Africa, you want shortcuts. You just want to hear the months. Yeah, you can reapply again after 3 days. There are certain things that must be done. So that is why I am taking my time here to explain it to you. Because you want to be in a hurry to apply. In many cases, they will be in a hurry to deny you. So if you want to avoid being a regular customer of visa application and eventually getting denied, listen to what I have to tell you. Because me, I don't want you to be a regular customer to one particular embassy, and at the end of the day, you are being denied that visa. Now, let's use Canada as a case study. If you applied for a Canada visa and you were told that the reason for that denial or refusal is due to insufficient funds in your bank account. Now, in this case, because I am going to break it segment by segment, so please pay attention. Now, if you were denied that visa application and the reason given was due to insufficient funds in your bank account, in my own expert opinion, and based on what I have seen other people do that led to them getting that visas, I will tell you to take at least 6 months before you can apply for that visa. At least 6 months, in my own opinion. Because now, we all know that if you want to apply, especially for the visitor visa in Canada, you need 6 months bank statements. Now, if you get denied due to insufficient funds, because I want to tell you where a lot of people are becoming, I want to tell you why a lot of people are becoming regular customers when it comes to applying for one country's particular visa. And the result usually is refusal, is that many of you, you are repeating one same mistake over and over. For instance, you got denied Canada visitor visa in January due to insufficient funds in your bank account. And the bank statement you used, let's say you took time to build that POF. For those who might not know, POF is proof of funds. You took 6 months to build your POF. At the end of the day, you use that POF, that proof of funds, that bank statement to apply for that Canada visitor visa. And eventually, you got denied. And the reason is insufficient funds. In this case, if you apply again within the space of like 2-3 months, you are going to most likely get the same outcome. Why? Now, if you have claimed in that last visa application that was denied that you have a business, from your proof of funds, it showed that your business is giving you, let's just assume, 800,000 naira a month. 6 months, that money amounted to like, let's say over 5 or 6 million, for example, because sometimes you will be having 800, 900, you withdraw, you put. For those of you who want to know how to build proof of funds, I have done videos on that here on YouTube. Go and check them out. So now, some people, after claiming that they have a business in the last visa application, 3 months time, they are reapplying, claiming now that they have a job. See where the denier is coming from. 3 months ago, you got denied because in that application, they told you insufficient funds after you claimed that you have a business. Suddenly, after 2 months or 3 months, you are reapplying for the same visa, and you are not claiming now that you are now a salary earner. And in many cases, you will be bringing proof of funds of like 3 months. But because there is a very huge amount in that bank account, you just think with that you can get visa. No. All you have to do, you have to take another like 6 months, in my own opinion, to step up your money. Because these people, they read bank statements. So that during the course of that 6 months, they will see that, oh, when this person initially applied for a visa and got denied, it was due to insufficient funds. Okay, so we can see now that in the last 6 months, this guy is not doing well financially. That is how you can convince them. But some people, after being denied that visa, they will apply after 2 months and still use the same bank statement, because the denial is coming from the same bank statement because they said insufficient funds. So if you are reapplying with that same amount that is in that bank account, or you continue with the same pattern of building that POF to apply for that visa again after like 2-3 months, you are going to get the same result. You understand? You can't be making um, the same mistakes and you are looking forward to getting a different outcome. It doesn't work like that. Now, if you are giving visa rejection, or let me rephrase that. If your visa application is rejected and the reason given was they don't think you will come back to your country, that is, you did not show that you have enough ties to your country. Now, on this very one, there are documents you may have that can make you or allow you to reapply for that visa maybe after a month. For instance, let me break it down to you. Like I said earlier, many of you want to hear, oh, you can do it this month. No, there is a process. So if you got denied based on lack of ties to your country, if you have a document that can prove that you have enough ties to your country, and that document you have now, you did not add it to your previous visa application that got denied, you can reapply like after a month and add that document to it. Now, let me give you a breakdown. Let's say you are married. You want to apply for a Canada visa. You applied for that visa, you got denied. And the reason given was that you did not have sufficient ties to your country. Now, like I have clearly stated before, having a good job is a tie to your country. Having businesses, these are economic ties to your country. Now, let's say after like a month or two, after you got denied, maybe you now got married. Now you are now married. That is to say, you now have ties to your country, especially if you are traveling alone without your spouse. That your spouse can serve as one of your ties to your country. Now, let's say you applied for that visa, and as a married person, you forgot to add wedding photos, marriage certificates, other things that show that you are married, you have children. Let's say these documents or photographs, you did not add it to your previous visa application that got denied. On this ground, you can reapply again, like in 1 month or two, in my own opinion. Because now you are adding a document that will show that you have sufficient ties to your country, and this document was not initially added to your last visa application that got denied. So on this ground, if you have a document you are adding to substantiate that you have ties to your country, you can reapply in no distant time. You don't have to wait for 6 months. This is what I have told people, and this thing has worked. Because for Canada visa, for instance, there is no particular time to reapply or not to reapply. You cannot find it anywhere on their website to say, oh, if you got denied the Canada visa, you cannot apply now. The right time for you to apply is 5 months time. No. Me, I am just telling you here based on how people have been given these visas. You understand? And also, as a bonus here, if you get denied a visa based on insufficient funds, please don't reapply immediately. Because if you now reapply immediately, where is the money coming from? Because let's say you have 6 million in that bank account and you got denied because of insufficient funds. You want to add 2 million or 3 million to the money to make it 10 million. It goes, the visa officer may be thinking that this person may have just gone somewhere to borrow 3 or 4 million to add to the money to be sufficient. No. That is why if your previous earnings weren't important, they would have just said, bring 1 month bank statement. Let's see how much you have as your closing balance. But because they want to know how money is coming to your bank account, how money is leaving, that is why they are requesting for 6 months. And also, for those ones who are applying for student visas, it is the same. If you were denied that visa because they felt like you don't have sufficient funds in your bank account to take care of yourself in that country as an international student, all you have to do, you can rearrange your POF for 4 months. Because like we know for Canada, the bank statement they need there is 4 to 6 months bank statement. While for the visitor visa, they need 6 months. So this is just something I have come here to make you understand that there is no need for you to be in a hurry to apply for visa when you don't know the procedure. So this is how it is done. So I will be bringing this update to you back to back. Expect the next one. My name is Nosa Comedy, and have a good one, guys.